Oh, peace! We're breaking down today episodes 68 and 69, The Diary of Koby-meppo. So real quick, this is exactly like Little Buggy's Big Adventure, where the anime gives us 2 episodes covering the story of the cover art story that Oda's giving us, showing us what's happening in the world of One Piece outside of the Straw Hats. The way the episode starts out is with Vivi looking at Luffy and not understanding how he has a 30 million bounty on his head. He's like, yeah, it's hard to believe, but he's beaten some of the biggest names out there. So after saying opponents like Kuro, Arlong, and even Don Krieg, one of the names that actually catches Vivi's attention is Axan Morgan. And then Luffy hears that Marine's name and is just like, damn, I wonder what my boy is up to. And real quick, I love how the Straw Hats just left fucking with Karu. Luffy's like, yeah, my boy Koby, I wonder what he's up to. And then we see Koby out here making moves in the Marines. Just kidding, he was only dreaming. But this is when the cover art stories actually begin. This is the first installment of it, when they're just sweeping up the fucking floors like chore boys. And doing laundry and shit like that. And they still hang out with Rika. You remember the girl from the first arc? And the anime expands on these cover art stories. So we have Rika here showing Koby what Luffy's up to. And he's like, damn, he's living out his dream. I gotta start making moves and living out my dream. So Koby starts, staying up late nights so he can study more to be a better Marine. And speaking of Axe-Hand, he's back in this cover story. And look at fucking Koby and fucking Helmeppo's faces. We find out that he's sentenced for the death penalty because of his actions. We see a big time Marine coming in to take custody of him. And that big Marine is Vice Admiral Garp. And he shows up looking like a fucking G. And I love how the anime adds more personality to Garp because he's just there like, oh, I've been up for 5 days, but it's because I've been doing some donut eating record. He was like, damn, I was at 842, but then I got drowsy. But Axan Morgan looks at him and he just thinks he's old, so he takes advantage and swings at him. And in all the chaos, he grabs his son to take him as hostage. And he deadass just leaves with Helmeppo. And he's asking for help. They're about to shoot a cannon at him, but Koby stops it because he gets in front of it. And real quick, in the manga, he has guns, but in the anime, he doesn't have any weapons. And another difference is that in the anime, he goes out to swim after Helmeppo to go help him. This doesn't happen in the manga because Bogart just slices up Koby's guns. Garp wakes up and just breaks the cannon. Helmeppo's finally giving Axan Morgan a piece of his mind. And in the anime, since Koby swam onto them, he's giving a piece of his mind too. We have Garp watching from afar, and the two just started grabbing Axan Morgan. But he just tosses them overboard and doesn't even kill them because it would just waste too much time. Helmeppo comes back on board, and Garp, after watching all that, just gives them a chance to be his proteges and takes them with him to the Grand Line. We see Luffy reading the paper at the start of episode 69 and noticing that Koby's in there. He's just laughing at how much of a crybaby Koby still is. They're still chore boys, but they're going up the ranks. They start taking this Marine shit serious, literally training day and night. Rika upset at the Marines that she couldn't say goodbye to her friends. I think that was cute. Koby stating that he's still friends with Luffy. Garp overhears this and says that it'll be their secret. That was basically the full breakdown of this cover art story, The Diary of Koby.